And no matter what happens, I just ask for the grace to be able to deal with it.
A gut full of the whole industry. I mean, it's a very strange place, Hollywood. But it's an odd place.
I started a foundation called Thorn. We're building digital tools to fight human trafficking. So
yeah, I'm kind of blacklisted. I haven't gotten a studio job in 15 years.
So you feel in a way that you are banned from the...
No, not in a way.
You are?
Yeah, I think.
So I really didn't have a chance to defend myself.
Right. Yeah.
So the hardest part was calling friends and people that I worked with.
It's embarrassing, isn't it?
Mel Gibson is renowned for his candid comments about a range of Hollywood topics. He seems to have made a statement recently about Ashton Kutcher, who has been in the news lately because of a scandal. Gibson has obviously always expressed his views without restraint, including speaking to Kutcher personally. Rumors are circulating on the internet that Gibson may be ready to reveal some disturbing details regarding Ashton, raising the prospect that Kutcher may have been engaged in something dubious. It's useful to look at some of Mel Gibson's own experiences in order to comprehend Gibson's possible thoughts about Kutcher's claimed acts. Want to know more about this popular subject? Listen for more. Naturally, before I continue, please make sure to press the notification bell and subscribe to our channel in order to get future updates and films similar to this one.
true happiness for so many is stripped away. It's raped. It's abused. It's taken by force, fraud, or coercion.
Show.
Ashton Kutcher?
Yes.
Really?
Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, rude little boy.
He began to try to get more physical in other ways. This culminated in her running away from him, and in her words, him chasing her around a room.
I have an article for us. It's been a while.
Oh, you look great.
Val Kilmer suiting up as the Caped Crusader on Instagram one last time before his death.
Outspoken about very specific things about the art. But it's a business. And I acted like it wasn't.
Because you are an actor.
I was a dumb actor. But I did complain quite a bit when I was younger. I didn't appreciate the business that afforded me the lifestyle that I very quickly enjoyed. Very quickly. I starred in my first movie. I was the lead in the first play I did professionally.
Notably, Gibson has worked on projects that tackle problems both within and outside of Hollywood. His work was linked to the very successful movie Sound of Freedom, which made over $150 million, 0 cents at the box office, and continued to do well in spite of criticism from several media sources and segments of the entertainment business. The movie produced a remarkable tenfold return on investment. In addition to covering its production expenses, its status as one of the most outstanding triumphs in film history is cemented by this achievement. Gibson fervently urged viewers to see the movie in order to confront and stop child abuse. Sean Wolfington posted a video of Mel Gibson on Instagram to bolster this argument. Gibson brought attention to one of the most important problems facing our society today in the video, namely the exploitation of minors. The first step in addressing this problem is raising awareness by watching Sound of Freedom, he said, emphasizing the significance of our future being related to our children and calling on viewers to take action.
Step in eradicating this crime is awareness.
Next topic, Sound of Freedom. Have you seen the movie yet?
So a lot of people have asked me this.
Yeah.
As a new mom, I don't think I can emotionally handle it, just because of the subject matter. And I cry during Pixar movies. I'd be a total mess.
It is. Yeah. The system is completely based on money. Yeah. The studio system. Yeah. To a degree, I think the way I look into the system is based on money.
One of the most disturbing problems in our world today is human trafficking, and particularly the trafficking of children. Now, the first step in eradicating this crime is awareness.
Given this understanding of Gibson's viewpoint, it seems sense to believe that he strongly disapproves of anybody who could be protecting abusers and controlling victims, charges that Ashton Kutcher is presently dealing with. Apart from his role in this movie, there are indications that Gibson is getting ready to unleash a startling 4-part documentary series that would reveal a secret world of crimes. According to Newsweek, this eye-opening investigation is anticipated to expose a business with an incredible yearly revenue of $34 billion, which is so large that it exceeds the whole yearly earnings of the aviation industry. It has been said that one of the main characters in Gibson's movie is Tim Ballard from Operation Underground. He has spoken about Gibson's role in the project and is a well-known figure in the global movement to combat child exploitation. According to reports, Ballard's real-life experiences served as the inspiration for the film. The story of Tim Ballard, a former CIA agent who eventually joined the NASA Department of Homeland Security, is revealed in this provocative movie. He spent years pursuing those engaged in illegal activity. But even with his steadfast dedication, saving children is still a difficult undertaking. Angel Studios, the company that owns the film's licensing rights, says that by making sure the video is seen by people all over the globe, it hopes to raise awareness of the global effort to end such horrible actions. But according to other fans, Tim personally contacted Mel Gibson and urged him to make a movie that depicts the ugly reality that exists around us and the people who are engaged. What was the driving force behind the production of this movie, particularly in light of the surprisingly prevalent assertions that Hollywood has tried to minimize it? The plot indicates that Gibson thinks Ashton is the driving force behind these initiatives. Considering Ashton's previous odd conduct, it's worth considering that this could have some validity. The letter's effect went beyond its failure to influence the judges. It also didn't resonate with the general public. This result has led to further speculation that Ashton may be serving as a guardian for powerful Hollywood personalities.
I've seen video content of a child that's the same age as mine being raped by an American man.
Ashton Kutcher taking the stand, testifying against a man accused of being a Hollywood serial killer.
I get up every day and I realize I'm not in control of this whole thing. And no matter what happens, I just ask for the grace to be able to deal.
Kutcher, appearing on the stand Wednesday sporting a mustache and dressed in a blue suit, describes the night 18 years ago when his friend and romantic interest, Ashley Ellerin, was stabbed.
Sharon Osbourne expressed her agreement with this idea in an interview, saying, "Hoo-oh-hoo, yeah." This assertion is consistent with how Ashton is seen by the general population. He has sometimes voiced support for some of Hollywood's most controversial personalities, a position that many people feel puts him in line with individuals who have significant sway and authority inside the business. These opinions have added gasoline to the continuing debate over his intentions and participation in these issues. Take the instance of Harvey Weinstein to get a sense of how involved he was. Given that Weinstein's activities were unreported for years, this example highlights the problem. Many people didn't realize the extent of power dynamics and institutional participation in allowing such conduct until the truth was revealed. Harvey Weinstein continued to head his production company despite these accusations, continuously producing profitable films and winning awards like the Oscars. Weinstein was a well-known and well-respected person in the business. He did, however, defraud several up-and-coming artists and then silence them, stifling their voices and chances. The credibility of the business was tarnished by his widespread influence, which allowed his predatory conduct to go undetected for a long time. Some sources claim that well-known people in the field were previously aware of Harvey's misconduct. Ashton received a lot of attention for his outspoken support of Danny Masterson, which led to inquiries about his stance from the public and media. During Danny Masterson's trial, more than 50 people filed letters to the court expressing their support for the actor prior to his sentencing, including Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis. Kutcher and Kunis, a married couple with 2 young children, had previously collaborated with Masterson on the Fox comedy That 70s Show, which ran for 8 seasons and 200 episodes between 1998 and 2006. According to court documents. Additionally, Kutcher and Masterson worked together in The Ranch on Netflix. However, Masterson was kicked from the program in its 3rd season after being accused in 2017.
We are aware of the pain that has been caused by the character letters that we wrote on behalf of Danny Masterson.
Over 5 years after Danny Masterson's surfaced, his former That 70s Show co-star Ashton Kutcher breaks his silence.
Down exactly what happened is it's too hard to take. No, there have been a lot of obstacles thrown in the way. You know, there's a lot of, what would you call it, very real thing. And I've taken steps wherever I can to sort of like put on some armor.
You have to make a deal with everyone else, and it's almost unspoken that you are going to be over at some point by people who you may have done something nice for. And it may happen that by circumstance, or even very purposefully, that you someone over. But that shouldn't get in the way of you being able to sit down and have fun with them.
His victims gave powerful testimony in court before to Masterson's sentence, describing the 47-year-old as a predator. One of Masterson's lawyers defended his innocence after the conviction, emphasizing that the case was still pending. He expressed hope that their appeal team may reverse these verdicts. In the meanwhile, Mila and Ashton openly endorsed Masterson, who would later get a term ranging from 30 years to life in prison for the attacks. Kunice and Kutcher presented a very different picture of the troubled actor in a letter to the court before to the sentence phase. His victim's portrayal of him as a persistent predator contrasted sharply with this portrayal. These victims said that he had conducted very upsetting activities against the ladies and had coerced them into using drugs. Kutcher said in his letter, "I hope my evidence on his character is taken into account at sentence, even though I respect the guilty judgment on 2 charges involving force, and I understand the victim's intense desire for justice. He doesn't seem like a constant danger to society, and it seems unfair that his kid would have to grow up without her father around." A day after Judge Charlene O'Meadow of the Los Angeles County Superior Court handed down Masterson's sentence, these letters were discovered. This decision effectively implies that Masterson will not be eligible for parole until his older years, unless it is reversed on appeal.
More backlash today for Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis after their video explaining why they wrote letters of support for convicted rapist Danny Masterson. The actors were criticized for calling their former co-star a role model, among other things. And the consensus is that video didn't help.
Ashton Kutcher? Yes. Really?
Ashton Kutcher.
Oh, rude little boy.
Institutional betrayal sometimes can be. Institutional betrayal, very broadly, is when an institution doesn't do right by those who are dependent upon it.
But Kutcher's followers were heavily criticized. One person said, "It's shocking. Perhaps they didn't know him well. They are complicit otherwise. How could they be sure before the conviction?" said another. "Would you not wait for the truth if your buddy was accused?" Ashton Kutcher and Mila Kunis are now dealing with an unexpected situation. They are now apologizing despite their stellar reputation before. There is a sense of confidence in both their written letters and the ensuing apologetic film, but it is unsettling. Furthermore, Kunis adamantly declares their dedication to supporting victims, citing their past deeds as evidence of their steadfast backing. Although it's typical in court settings to provide character references for a friend in an attempt to influence a sentence, this doesn't always fit with the idea of helping victims. The content of both letters, which constantly and forcefully underlined Masterson's opposition to drug usage, stands in stark contrast to Kunis's claim that the letters were not intended to contest the jury's verdict. The video offers a unique look into the lives of contemporary superstars. Both celebrities are shown in the video wearing rumpled t-shirts and casual clothing, with Kutcher visibly unshaven. Although it may be assumed that the goal was to provide a genuine look into Ashton and Mila's life, it is not achieved. Rather, it seems to be a self-aware act, suggesting that they may have been under duress to produce a coerced confession. Given these developments, Mel Gibson's concerns could be somewhat justified. Throughout their prosperous professions, Ashton and his spouse seem to have controlled public opinion, creating a possibly misleading image to further their own objectives. That concludes today. Click the subscribe button and notification bell for more videos like this one if you want to stay up to speed on the most recent binge-worthy celebrity rumors.